I could ask you the questions. We're live here at Lake Eustis Sailing Club. I'm Monte Stamper. This is Scott Tillema. Yeah. Scott has been a member of the club for, I don't know, how long has it been, Scott?
2005.
2005?
2005. We official. Okay, 2005. 2005.
Maybe a little bit longer than that. But you've been here. The club opened in 2004 with a brand new building. That was 15 years ago. You came here when this was just a tent.
Yep.
Can you talk about like what it was like back then?
Well, hold on a second. Woody, come here, Woody.
What?
Woody was here with me too.
I was here before.
Yeah. See. Yeah, we're gonna bring in Woody. Guest appearance of Woody.
Do we need another chair?
No. Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying Woody was also. So we've had some
another microphone. I have no more microphones.
That's right. We can share mics. Woody was here before. I think you were one here before too, with the no tents or the tent, the porta potties. We had 4 or 5 porta potties.
Oh, wait.
The tent. It's already live, so.
No, we just got to say. Okay, now we're gonna introduce.
And then Woody.
Woody here. For,
Woody Woodruff. That's me.
Woody Woodruff. Woody Woodruff from which sailing club?
Union Sailing Club in Colorado.
Union Sailing Club. Scott Tillema, he will not claim this club, even though he's been here for 15 years. He's always Missouri Yacht Club.
Once Lottawanna, always Lottawanna.
Right, Missouri Yacht Club.
Yeah.
And Scott was here before.
Well, and Woody, we were here before the
Scott
building
and Woody
was here.
Before the building was here, back when it was portalettes and a tent, and a lot of
First year I
mosquitoes.
came, yeah, it was.
2000 something.
Way back.
You traveled, you double decked down with Gary, and
Who'd I come down with? That boy.
and then I came down with my dad. We double decked our boats down there. 943, MC 943, and 1224, I believe, is our.
How many
MC.
boats was in that regatta?
I think 40.
40.
40. This was also the first year when they started doing the internet, and you could see how many people were signed up. And next thing you know, it was 30, 40, 45. I was like, oh, that's a big regatta. And
That's plenty on the line. What are we up to this time?
I think we're up to 60 plus, maybe 80.
Wow.
65, 70, something like that.
Midline boat for sure. Huh?
So are you going to sail in the regatta with us?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Why
Good.
else would I
Fantastic.
drive for 3 days?
Well, I've never met you, but I'm really glad that you're here.
Well, who are you?
This is Monty.
Monty.
He's
Nice
been
to
here
meet
a few
you.
times.
Ex-Commodore here, and
okay.
and a friend of Phil Eklund. He's always trying to get us to come out to Colorado.
You should.
And now that we've met, it's actually a friend of Scott's that hey, that's one of our goals. So in that regatta, do you guys remember anything about it? Like what was the wind like? What was
Well, I think it was the year that I really got mad because Kelly Reese won the regatta.
I think you're right.
And
I think you're right. We looked it up on the board the other day.
I think the thing I remember is I'm standing shin deep in water working on my boat, and I look up and there's a pair of eyes sitting in the reeds looking at me, and I go, oh my goodness. This gator was licking his chops, it looked like to me. He wasn't that big, but he was. I didn't want to mess with him.
So yeah, that's one of the things that we deal with here. There's one here now, over in the.
yeah, saw the gator go by today. No, yeah, he's floating
They don't.
by. Yep.
They never fool with you, do they?
Only if you have meat for them, kids.
Only if you're at the
Or a
back of the
dog.
fleet.
Or a dog.
If Jack's dog is here.
Yeah, I don't bring my dog to these. No,
No.
not down here.
So Scott, I think this might be if you were here in 2003 or 4, this might be your 15th MC regatta or Midwinters regatta, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So
And unfortunately, I'm still not a master, so that's a good thing.
that's right. So we're glad to have you, Woody.
Just a pup. He's just a
Still
pup.
pup.
How many MCs or regattas have you done?
Down here?
Yeah.
This is my third.
Okay.
I came the first time and sailed, and then I came again, drove 3 days from Colorado, and the wind didn't blow at all. I think we got 1 or 2 races in the whole time. it was pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
Of
That
course,
happens here
for a
sometimes.
long drive.
Hopefully
It
not.
happens
Hopefully-
everywhere.
hopefully
It
not
happens
this year.
everywhere.
There was a spell where there was no winds. Early 1990s, there was no winds, and luckily wind picked back up. And we've had a lot of now. We've been successful because we've had a lot of guys where we get all 7 races in, so a lot of sailing, and that's been consistent. I mean,
Well, and the other reason I came down is Zen to you, because you know it's. I remember when I was here before and we did Zen to you, and it's a great reminder of what you're supposed to be doing because we all forget.
Yeah, it's a
And
good
of course we got
refresher.
Jim Glick this year, and
Great.
he knows his stuff. He's really
Yeah, we
an
wanna-
asset to this fleet.
Yeah, we want to thank Melgus for all the support that they do.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all
No,
the
what
great stuff that
they do for us is pretty
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. A lot of other club or fleets, they don't have the manufacturer come down and do tutorials and stuff like that, which Melgus has done for years.
years, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
and I did one of those long time ago. One reason why we came down.
Yeah.
So, so
Can you guys tell me kind of like a funny story that's appropriate to tell? I guess like a funny story, like you guys went out and
no, we can't tell those. No, can't tell those.
you guys took out a boat in the middle of the night.
No, we can't tell those.
Tell those either?
No,
we
those
can.
no, those are still in the court records. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't.
What's your favorite place to go when you're in Eustis?
We
The
can talk
Troff,
about
of course.
Yeah.
we can talk
That's
about
the other
Eustis
reason I
Troff.
came down
That's
here
the
was
other-
go to the Troff.
So another thing is the social life here in Eustis. Scott actually was a very big proponent of the oyster trough back then. I would say 2003,
Yeah.
4,
Visit all the
5.
time. Yep.
You would go there. You would get pitchers of beer for $6, a bucket of oysters, which is 45, 50 oysters for like $15, and
Chicken wings and jerk chicken wings for
jerk chicken wings for
15
like,
cents a
yeah,
piece.
15 cents a piece, and the sailors took over, right? We had
Oh, yeah.
our own area in the
The
bottom.
whole trough was surrounded by sailors. You'd be looking across and next to you, and the whole U-shaped trough would be, and you just throw the shells in the trough. It was
Yeah.
great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people, and that's what that's one of the great place about this.
Yeah.
Is right down the road, walking distance, and camping. We get a camp here, and saves them a lot of money on the dollar.
Yeah, I think it's
Are you camping?
Of course. I got my some nice little tent, 3-person tent.
Yeah,
for one.
I think the trough
That's right.
is kind of
You're
part
not
of
even
the,
a master yet, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Well,
part of the lore of the Lake Eustis Sailing
Yep.
Club. The oyster trough is,
Yep.
and we've been supporting that place. They've supported us back,
Yep. Yep.
and we sincerely appreciate everything that they've done. So